Chico here. I've had my big game here now for a couple months, and I've had a good chance to rig it up the way I like it. It is working real well for me. Come and check out a few things. It's pretty cool. Starting up front is my Fishfinder Mount. I have a bullfrog arm that's attached to the attachment plate on the left side of the kayak and into a Scotty mount. It works well for me to switch between fish finders and to switch these between the different kayaks. I find it easier than having a bunch of different scupper plug mounts. And of course my wires go into the battery box, no holes are drilled. The pod, I mainly use it for just a camera mount. Try to keep it clear as much as I can. You can get it real cluttered up here real easy, so I like to keep it clear. I put a paddle keeper on the left side I can flip down and it won't hit my knuckles. And of course here I've got my rudder pull-up rope on the left side of the kayak. It's where it's rigged. As well as a spot for my crate, my net, 5 or 6 rods. I've got a place for my worm bag, my terminal tackle, some hard baits. Down there some rig wrap, pre-rigged Carolina setups, and a couple of leaders if I should need them. I find a lot of room in my crate, and I can switch those between kayaks too. And of course I've got an Ocean Kayak rudder, and I've outfitted it with a tail light for at night. My camera rig is on a swivel mount on top of my crate with an extension arm and a quick release. I put this on each one of them. And I carry an extra set of extensions on the back so I can add to it or take away from it. Behind the seat I've got a place for my lunch, a drink holder in one of the mounts, and of course a spot for a dry box in my cameras. Behind the seat, keep a pair of binoculars and a chamois. And this works real well, this camera setup, for again quick release, managing the camera, pointing it, setting start and stop, and reaching the extension mounts in case I need to add or subtract to it. It just works well for me. Under the seat is where I keep my anchor set up. I use 10 pounds of chain. It works for me in Texas real well here. And I always use this through the carabiner into the ring. The ring is attached to some bungees, so it has a lot of spring to it. And I do use the cleat plate on the attachment points. Again, the whole anchor system was rigged onto this kayak without drilling any holes, so there's a lot of places to attach to it. It's a perfect system. I've added some cotter pins on the 2 seat attachment points in the front. I've had the seat come up because I forget to attach that strap. And these cotter pins work real well to stop that from happening. And I keep it in the high position so I don't switch it much. Again, everything can get de-rigged real fast, and I can get the whole fish finder up into the hatch up front, and out of sight, out of mind for when I travel, and it's easy to charge from there. Ocean Kayak has been at this longer than anybody else. They really know how to build fishing kayaks, and that's where this craft really shines. When you get it out on the water, it's laid out to get in it and fish, to stay safe, and it's really buoyant. The performance makes a difference too. Let me get into some of that. The performance of the Prowler Big Game really shines when the water starts to get angry. Up in the whitecaps and windy conditions, you just find that it stays on top of the water. You get a real good positive motion, or what I like to call paddling with a purpose. It tends to really maintain the momentum, and it's just real confidence inspiring, especially in the big water. To me, that's a real test of a kayak and the safety of them. And when we get out and fish a tournament, it usually means you have to be out there. So you really want to be in a kayak that provides you a lot of safety. And this has a 600-pound capacity, which means you don't have to be a big guy, but you just want everything that you've got with you to be stable and safe. And it's just one of the most stable kayaks I've been. I'm really happy with it, and I'm looking forward to a lot more of it. Catching fish in it is a pleasure. Ocean Kayak has really outdone themselves with this new craft. Even if you're not in the market for a new kayak, do yourself a real big favor and get out and try one of these. The technology of the new kayaks is really growing, and it's really starting to fit the need. This is one of the best out there. Again, Ocean Kayak is the leader. Don't sell yourself short. Get out and try one of these demo days. You won't be sorry.